Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. If you've ever struggled to remember new vocabulary, and honestly, who hasn't, today's going to be a real game changer. We're going to use a highly effective, totally unconventional memory technique to literally permanently encode 15 conversational Malay phrases right into your brain. No more boring memorization. Instead, we're building what memory experts call a memory palace, and we're constructing the whole shebang right inside your own home.
So, are you ready to hack your memory? I really want to know if you're ready to just ditch those tedious flashcards once and for all. We're going to lock in real fluency today using absolutely nothing but your imagination and this visual guide. Because seriously, by the time we wrap up this explainer, you're going to effortlessly recall 15 absolutely crucial Malay greetings and daily needs. It's almost like magic, but it's pure science.
The mechanics behind why this works, absolutely fascinating. See, the human brain naturally just filters out the mundane, everyday stuff. If I were to just hand you a standard list of words, let's be real, you'd forget them by tomorrow morning. So instead, we're using exaggeration and linking, a technique built on the method of loci. This means we're connecting completely new information to very familiar physical locations in your house, combining it with loud, fast, and physically ridiculous mental images. We're essentially planting these vibrant, bizarre seeds at specific stations around your house to force your brain to encode them into long-term memory. Rule of thumb here, the stranger the image, the better it sticks.
Right, let's look at the steps. The absolutely crucial point here is to follow these 3 instructions for permanence. First, treat this like a guided mental walkthrough. I want you to literally picture your own living space in your mind's eye as we go. Second, we're going to visualize the extreme action together at each station. And third, this is where the real magic happens, active recall at noon and right before bedtime.
Okay, let's get into it. Step right up to the front door of your mental palace. This is our morning routine. At your door, I want you to visualize a massive sun rising right inside the doorframe. It's burning a bright, blinding yellow. Just feel the intense heat of a good morning. Say it with me 3 times to lock it in. Selamat pagi, selamat pagi, selamat pagi. Now step into your hallway. Picture a giant ape, like an actual ape, apa, sitting right in the middle of your hall, wearing a tiny little hat, asking you, kabar, how are you? Apa kabar? Apa kabar, apa kabar. Next, move into the kitchen. You're eating this giant, glowing, magical apple. Because you are well, you're completely healthy. I am well. Saya sihat, saya sihat, saya sihat. Okay, turn to your fridge, you grab the handle, pull the door open, and the entire fridge literally bends over and bows to you, thanking you, thank you. Terima kasih, terima kasih, terima kasih. Finally, for this room, look over at your dining table. Imagine 2 identical twin tables doing a crazy synchronized dance together. They're saying, you're welcome. Sama-sama, sama-sama, sama-sama.
All right, moving right along, let's keep building this mental map as we head toward the stairs and the bathroom. Imagine standing at your stairs, and you are so fiercely hungry that you're actually eating the steps. You take a massive, crunchy bite out of that wood to say, I am hungry. Saya lapar, saya lapar, saya lapar. Now you stumble over to a nearby chair, but as you sit down, the chair instantly turns into a giant rushing waterfall. You take a big drink because you're thirsty. I am thirsty. Saya dahaga, saya dahaga, saya dahaga. Next, walk right into your bathroom and look directly into the mirror. Your reflection has your name written in bright neon letters right smack on its forehead. My name is Namasaya, Namasaya, Namasaya. Look down at the sink. It's completely overflowing with thick soap bubbles just splashing everywhere, and it's loudly shouting for help. Help! Tolong! 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 Finally, hop into the shower. Every single time you crank the shower handle, the shower head enthusiastically screams yes right at you. Yes. Ya. Ya. Ya.
We're on the home stretch now. Let's complete this mental journey by checking out the toilet, moving into the living room, and finally ending up cozy in the bedroom. So, look over at your toilet. The toilet is shaking its heavy lid aggressively at you, just yelling, no, no, tidak, tidak, tidak. Now, walk out to your living room sofa. You ask your sofa for permission, can I, may I, and the sofa gives you this huge, cheeky wink back. Can I, bole, bole, bole. Glance over at the tall lamp in the corner. The lamp is literally hiding behind a curtain, playing a game of hide and seek, asking, where is it, where is it? Di mana, di mana, di mana. Walk over and look out the window.
Your own reflection literally jumps out of the glass, waving happily at you and saying, see you again, jumpa lagi, jumpa lagi, jumpa lagi. And finally, the best part of the day, you fall backward into bed. The bed instantly tucks you in with a giant cozy blanket that is literally named malam for a good night. Good night. Salamat malam. Salamat malam. Salamat malam.
And here we are. Just stare at this summary memory room visual on the screen. These are your 15 Malay phrases mapped perfectly to the layout of your own home. Let's do one final rapid-fire audio recall flow together right now to make sure they stuck. Look at the phrases and test your memory as I read them out. Salamat pagi, apa kabar, saya sihat, terima kasih, sama-sama, saya lapa, saya dahaga, nama saya, tolong, ya, tidak, boleh, di mana, jumpa lagi, salamat malam. How did that feel? Did those bizarre images instantly pop back into your head and bring their meanings with them? I bet they did. Now, your active recall mission, and yes, I'm giving you homework, is to test yourself again tonight right before you sleep. You can leave this list up on your screen right now at the end of the explainer to check it out. But it leaves us with a really exciting thought. If you can memorize the absolute basics of a whole new language in just a few minutes, what other areas of your life could you completely master by simply turning your imagination into your greatest learning tool?